Okay, so this is old Cam.
And this is not a spring chicken, as you can tell.
She is in her award show swimsuit.
That's why it's golden.
It's a golden because we're doing the what nominations today?
Golden Globe nominations.
Yeah, which basically.
So part of it is, I know you can go online and you can look and see what all the nominations are, but you wouldn't get our commentary on it.
That's our commentary. We'll give you a good shot of who we think is going to be the winners on this. You know, like the best motion picture drama, The Black Swan, The Fighter, Inception, The King's Speech, and The Social Network. Well, I can tell you all the awards are going to The Social Network.
Why?
Because it's basically anti-wealthy.
Oh, okay.
The Black Swan has a good chance because it's a gay and lesbian movie. So.
See, part of it is since Old Cam's giving you the special insight because he does read more about what's going on in the entertainment industry when it comes to the movies.
Yeah. Inception basically is a lock to win a couple of Academy Awards no matter what in the special categories.
Why?
Because it's an effects-driven movie.
Okay.
And because it did make a lot of money, and they need something that makes a lot of money to get a commercial audience. So you just can't give awards, nominate people that no one's ever heard of.
Well, see, part of it is we're going to see when they come through this just how much is industry-driven or audience-driven. My guess is most of it's going to be industry-driven.
Okay, I'll guarantee, okay, The Social Network died after a week or so, which did make some money. But Black Swan, The Fighter, The King's Speech, none of those are commercial movies.
Okay.
The Inception made a god-awful lot of money, though. That was a commercial movie, yeah.
Okay.
Best performance by an actress in a motion picture and drama, which is, we know who the winner of that one's going to be.
Halle Berry from Frankie and Alice, Nicole Kidman for Rabbit Hole, Jennifer Lawrence from Winter's Bone, Natalie Portman from Black Swan, and Michelle Williams for Blue Valentine.
It's Natalie Portman. She's winning all the awards.
Yeah, she happens to be a favorite.
And because she did spend a year practicing learning to be a ballet dancer, to play an anorexic ballet dancer. So they said that's a gimme, that's her, that she's worth.
Do the other ones have a chance?
No. No, she's winning all the awards.
Oh, okay.
Since she's winning all the awards.
So part of it is, this is for the Golden Globes, so you would expect that for the Academy Awards she'll probably get that nomination too.
They're basically, the Golden Globes is very close to a lot of what the Oscar things are because the people they're basically they're listening. There's a very select member of the Golden Globes. They sit there and listen. It's not necessarily view, but they listen to where the wind blows, so. Best performance by an actor in a motion picture, Jesse Eisenberg, The Social Network. Guess who he played? Colin Firth, The King's Speech, James Franco, 127 Hours, Ryan Gosling, Blue Valentine, and Mark Wahlberg, The Fighter. Well,
who are you thinking on this one?
Okay. They're not going to give it to the logical choice is they're going to give it to the guy that basically, they made fun of the founder of Facebook.
Right, so they'll probably give it to that guy.
It's a political correct movie. Let's see, Colin Firth is not going to get an Academy Award for a stuttering King of England.
Okay.
And James Franco is not going to get, he's not going to get the award for cutting his arm off in a movie.
Okay.
And Gosling and Wahlberg, neither one of them have much of a chance either. So you can basically figure it's the
Jesse Eisenberg, The Social Network, because
it's a politically correct movie.
Okay.
And you know, best motion picture, comedy, or musical, which is funny because most of these are dramas. You know, Alice in Wonderland, Burlesque, The Kids Are All Right, Red, and The Tourist. Okay. Of the bunch, only one of them made any money. Alice in
Wonderland.
And they want Johnny Depp to come to the thing, so.
Well, so actually that's why Alice in Wonderland and The Tourist are in there.
The Tourist didn't make any money. Burlesque died after 1 week. The Kids Are All Right, well, yeah,
The Kids Are All Right?
These aren't comedies, folks.
That?
These are not comedies. Under any circumstances, they're not comedies or musicals.
Yeah. Is it because they didn't fit into drama, so they put them to comedy?
They wanted to. Okay, the Oscars is doing 10 movies now for Best Picture.
Oh.
So they're basically giving you that. So we got Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture, Comedy, or Musical.
Annette Bening for The Kids Are All Right. Anne Hathaway for Love and Other Drugs. Angelina Jolie for The Tourist, Julianne Moore for The Kids Are All Right, and Emma Stone for Easy A.
Okay.
Actually, I'm surprised Emma Stone for Easy A is on there.
Emma Stone basically has been named a favorite.
Really? But usually, I mean, those usually go to let's say, older actresses.
Which, I know, but Emma Stone, okay, they, Jolie has been given a nomination to get her there. They're not, because the movie is not a comedy or musical, folks.
I know. And Anne Hathaway?
Anne Hathaway was a favorite.
Really?
And then Emma Stone bypassed her, so.
Oh, interesting.
We have Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture, Comedy or Musical, Johnny Depp.
For Alice in Wonderland.
Johnny Depp, The Tourist. Paul Giamatti, Barney's Vision. Jake Gyllenhaal, Love and Other Drugs. And Kevin Spacey, Casino Jack. It's going to be Johnny Depp, folks.
Well, they put Johnny Depp for 2 different categories. Now, part of it is The Tourist isn't a comedy or musical.
Neither is Alice in Wonderland. But they wanted to get, they said they wanted to get Depp to come, and basically they'll tell him before he comes whether he's won or not. He's nominated in 2 categories, which generally shoots yourself in the foot. But Paul Giamatti is a good actor, and Jake Gyllenhaal basically, you know, he's a, you know, he's got to do the, you know, the Persian movie. He's got to get that out of his system before they'll see him. And Kevin Spacey is Kevin Spacey. He's got a couple of Academy Awards.
He's got several of them.
So then Johnny Depp still doesn't have an Academy Award, even though he's got nomination.
You know
So
what?
basically, they're lining him up for an Academy Award. I figure he'll probably get a nomination for playing the Mad Hatter in the because he's actually the reason why people went to Alice. It's his once again over-the-top performance, which is what he does. That is, Johnny Depp was meant to be
Well, part of it
a silent
is
movie actor.
Tim Burton.
Yeah,
Is over the top. So
and
Tim Burton and Johnny Depp together.
And that's Johnny Depp roar with it. I mean, Johnny Depp and Tim Burton are, it's just like Bing Crosby and Bob Hope together, or Abbott and Costello. They basically play off one another, because Burton trusts Depp to run with it.
And Helena Bonham Carter always works well with them too.
Yeah, and she's the female. Basically, whatever Burton puts Carter in, she fits into, even though she's a trained Elizabethan actress. She's an English actress. She basically can do whatever they tell her to do, and she takes orders well. Mm-hmm. And she also, which is funny for someone who's as big a stuffed shirt as she is, she can run with it too.
Yeah, she can. And I also didn't see her being nominated.
No.
Yeah.
Now, let me see down on the list. Nope. Didn't get a nomination again.
Oh, wait. No, she is right there.
She is. Oh, that, well,
but it was for a different movie.
Yeah, it's for, the King's Speech, not for, was basically because she is a heavy dramatic actress.
Wow.
But we got Best Animated Feature film.
Despicable Me, How to Train Your Dragon, The Illusionist, Tangled, and Toy Story 3.
Yeah, like we don't know who's going to win that one.
I don't.
Toy Story 3. It's the first,
only because it's huge!
It is the first animated thing to ever make $1 billion.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made $1 billion. And it's still making money.
This is the foreign press, right? But just because it made a lot of money is no reason to give it the award.
They're not going to give it to Despicable Me, which is half-assed animation, How to Train Your Dragon, you know, and The Illusionist. Tangled is also a 3D thing, which, you know, but the Pixar stuff always wins the Oscars.
They do always win. Or seemingly always win, right?
Here's the one, though, the foreign language film.
Now I have no clue on this one.
Beautiful Concert, The Edge, I Am Love, in a Bitter World. Okay, here is, generally speaking, the Danish movies have a tendency to come in strong, and this over Russians and Spanish.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, because one's from Mexico, Spain, France, Russia, Italy, and Denmark.
Yeah, the French.
In a Better World.
You know, beautiful. You know, actually, the concert. Actually, that is about a concert. You know, this thing has got like 14 different companies so involved, which means it's a film that should have never been released. And somebody picked it up, sold it to somebody else, sold it to somebody else, and they didn't have 5 movies to fill in, so they give that one because they really worked their butts off to even get it out.
So they get the nomination because they got made in there.
Best performance by an actress, a supporting role in a motion picture, which is wrong.
Amy Adams for The Fighter, Helena Bonham Carter for The King's Speech instead of Alice in Wonderland. Yeah. Mila Kunis for Black Swan. Melissa
Leo.
I know some others. The Fighter.
She's a veteran.
And Jackie Weaver for Animal Kingdom.
I worked with Melissa Leo when she was young and really hot. Yeah, but now she's she's basically coming on strong as an older actress because she, and what it is I remember all years they said that basically you enter the business on your looks, you stay in your talent. She's staying on her talent. She's got a lot of it, but it should be Malia Kunis because she's supposed to be that she was a co-star in The Black Swan, not a supporting role. She is the co-star. Actually, she is the star. But they can only put one.
Well, because Portman has a bigger name.
Yeah.
For one thing, and part of it, I don't know about where you are, but I know here in LA they did put in the papers how they tried to create a adversarial role between the two of them.
Yeah. So and
there's friends.
And Portman is basically the name Kunis is, and so they took the name over the non-name, and generally the non-name always wins the Oscar and all these awards. So. Mm-hmm. But they said because Portman is a veteran, she's a child star. She's been around since she was about this tall. It's her time for everything.
So do you think they'll give it to both of them for Black Swan?
Probably The Black Swan, because The Black Swan has the most nominations of anything ever being given nominations.
Oh.
Best performance by an actress supporting role in a motion picture: Christian Bale, The Fighter; Michael Douglas, Wall Street; Andrew Garfield, The Social Network; Jeremy Renner, The Town; and Jeffrey Rush, The King's Speech. It'll probably be Michael Douglas.
I'm thinking Michael Douglas because he's sick
and they're wanting to.
And they wanted their.
And they'll want his father to be there. His father will come out and do. This is my son.
Yeah.
They probably. Okay, here's the tip-off. I'll give you that night. If Kirk Douglas comes out to give the award, you know that Michael's getting it. And Michael Douglas is. Okay, he's never going to be the same, though, even if he recovered because he had throat cancer.
Right.
Which means his acting voice is gone.
This is in a way almost like a career.
They're rewarding him.
He's
got a Best Actor, Best Production, Best Movie.
What was this one nomination for?
This is Wall Street.
No, for what?
Wall Street.
A Best Performance by an actor in a supporting role.
Yeah, and he was the star, folks. It's his movie.
Yeah,
no, it's just they put the co-star.
Or sometimes they put.
Nobody remembers who the other person was, but no. But Douglas has been acting for 5 decades now, and this would be his sending off into the sunset.
Yeah, I would think he would get it.
Best Director, Motion Picture: Darren Aronofsky, Black Swan; David Fincher, The Social Network; Tom Hooper, The King's Speech; Christopher Nolan, Inception; and David O. Russell, The Fighter. They said it's probably going to be they said the odds are in favor it's The Black Swan.
Right. Why?
Well, because it's got 12 nominations. It's basically winning across the board.
Okay.
They had originally thought it was going to be 127 days.
Or hours?
For 127 hours, but instead what's happening is The Black Swan is basically wiping everybody out.
Well, in the next category, Best Screenplay for a Motion Picture, they did nominate 127 Hours as Danny Boyle and Simon Beaufry, right?
Yeah.
The Kids Are All Right with Lisa. Inception.
Yeah.
Lisa and Stewart. Inception with Christopher Nolan. The King's Speech with David.
It will be Aaron Sorkin on the Social Network because he hates Republicans, and basically this is an attack against the wealthy. So
I also don't know is Best Screenplay is how much how shall we say because they didn't really want this movie to come out.
No.
The founder of Facebook didn't.
That's right.
So I don't know
and
how
it
much.
came out, I guess, to basically, the movie's not going to make any money because by the time he gets done suing them in court, they'll be so busted. But Best Original Score Motion Picture, Alexander Desplat, The King's Speech; Danny Elfman, Alice in Wonderland; A.R. Reisman, 127 Hours; Trent Reznor, Artemis Ross, Social Network; and Hans Zimmer, Inception. It's going to be it'd be Danny Elfman because it's his
they
turn.
like Danny Elfman.
It's his time. This guy has been writing music forever.
A long time.
I mean, he's also been in front of. Anybody remember The Nightmare Before Christmas? Danny Elfman is one of the voices in that thing.
Okay.
He's been around television, movies. He has wrote one good piece of music after another after another.
He's
being
for his body work. Although Hans Zimmer has been around.
Hans Zimmer's won all of these things. Hans Zimmer goes back to the Chariots of Fire.
Oh, okay. So now it's Danny's time.
Yeah, it's Danny.
Which does happen. I mean, you're sitting here listening to us talk about that.
It's his time. And we got Best Original Song Motion Picture, though.
Bound to You in Burlesque, Coming Home and Country Strong, I See the Light, Entangled, There's a Place for Us, Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and you haven't seen the last of me burlesque.
It's probably going to be Coming Home with Country Strong, because they didn't give Gwyneth Paltrow a nomination, and she sings the song.
Oh, so that's a way to kind of give it to her.
And so that they can get her up on the stage singing the song, see?
This is where they're playing to the audience. And I didn't even know Gwyneth Paltrow sang until I actually saw her on Glee the other day.
She sang. She did a movie where she played her and